It's on you now.
Okay. It's recording now, guys. Okay. So I'm Candace Bowman. I started Team Beachbody over 5 years ago. So June of 2015 is when I started. And honestly, it was probably the most spontaneous, off the wall thing that I've ever done in my life because I had never even heard of Beachbody when I signed up. But I was following Anita. So I'm from Michigan. At the time, she wasn't living in Michigan. I think she was in Texas. But she had a daughter, roughly the same age as my daughter. And I had seen her. I probably started following her from one of her sponsored ads. And it was probably a picture of her and her daughter. And I was like, ooh, she's cute. And ooh, her daughter's like Arya's age. And so I started following her. And so for like a year, her stuff was popping up and I didn't give it a second thought. I just saw her working out. Didn't really think anything more of it than just that. But when I had started, right before I started, I was going through a divorce with my daughter's father. I was working full time as a teacher. I was going to graduate school. And I am primary custody of my daughter. She rarely ever goes with her father. So, single mom, full time teacher, school student. And I had to end up moving back home with my parents because I couldn't, as a teacher, afford a home for me and my daughter. I was dependent on my spouse and his income. And that crushed my soul, honestly. The fact that I had no control over the fact that here I am, I went to school for 5 years. I became a teacher. At that point, I was teaching like 8 years, and I couldn't even afford a home for me and my daughter without another person. So I was really just in a horrible mental state. Barely seeing my daughter. She's always with the sitter or with my mom because of school and work. And I remember at one point I told my mom, I'm just going to get a second job because I love you guys. And I have the most supportive parents in the world. My mom was actually signed up with me as a coach under me, not knowing anything either. She didn't know what she was getting herself into, but because she loves me and supports me, that's what she did. So I was like, as much as I love you guys, like I need to do something, but I didn't want to work the weekends because essentially that was the time that I had with my daughter. So I felt very stuck, very depressed. I was still 50 pounds overweight from having my daughter. I gained 80 with her back in 2011. And here comes Anita making a post that said, work out, make an income, something like along that lines. And I shot the shit. I threw her an email and said, what you got? And she just was straightforward, 160, 21-day fixed pack. It comes with Shakeology. I don't even know what Shakeology is, but here I am trusting this woman. Whatever, you show up every day, you're cute. I'm just going to trust what you have to say. And I'm like, okay. So I went downstairs. I told my mom, again, totally broke single mom going through a divorce, teaching, can't even afford to live on her own, let alone buy a $160 challenge pack. My mom's like, yeah, sure, we'll just put it on my charge card. And I was like, I'll pay you back. I'll sign 3 people immediately and I'll pay you back. I promise. So that's what I did. I was like, okay, sure, I'll sign up. And I remember within that week, we had a call and she just said, just sign 3 people a month and you hit Success Club. She is so nonchalant, like you hit Success Club, you earn stuff, and that's how you grow your business. Okay, cool. Seemed pretty easy. Never been in a challenge group. I literally just signed up I had no idea. So I just started messaging my friends and was like, hey, I'm doing this program. You want to do it? Half of them actually already had 21 Day Fix on DVDs because they had bought it when it had came out the year prior. And so I'm like, cool, be in my group. You already have it. It's free. I had no idea what I was doing, but month after month, I was getting 3 people to join me. We started with this big group because I didn't know any better and people were doing it with me. And some ended up signing up with me. Some just kind of fell off because they already had the stuff. And then I started going on to new programs and things like that. So, but for the feedback from them helped me build my groups to what they are now. And so many of them are still with me 5 years later, whether they're still a customer or they've upgraded to coach. So it's been this really kind of revolutionary thing in my life, because I went from knowing absolutely nothing to, within the first like 16, 17 months, it was right before the next school year was going to start. I was kind of at a fork in a road. I was like, okay, I've supplemented my teaching income. So I can either keep going down path A, which is teaching. And if I stick to that path, I will never afford to be able to have a home with my daughter unless I get my doctorate and I become an administrator or I move to a different state away from my parents. It's just never going to happen. I'm not going to have that freedom. Or I can go down this path, and in a little over a year, I've already basically supplemented what I was making as a teacher. It's comparable. I was like, I mean, if I just keep repeating this over and over, things have to compound because of the residual. I mean, this could be something. And so it did. I quit teaching. I quit grad school. I never looked back, and I just kept going. So I now stay at home. Since I lost weight, I gained confidence. I just, more of me, my passion came out. I'm so much happier. It was like 50 pounds of body fat may have left me, but 50 pounds of just depression left me, essentially. And I met my now husband. We got married. We had a baby. So I have a daughter who is going to be 1 January 30th. And I've already lost the majority of my baby weight from her. I gained 70 with her. And so I've lost about 40. And so what took me 4 years with my first, took me a year with this one. And yeah, I mean, it's just been this incredible journey. I now have the freedom. I am working towards a 6-figure earner. I'm working towards the Legacy Club with Anita, but it's allowed me freedom first and foremost. The fact that I can choose. I know a lot of people keep their jobs, but I had that choice. I don't want to send my daughter I don't want to send my kids to a sitter. I missed Aria's first walking. I missed her crawling. I missed all of these things. And I've experienced every single one, and I'm going to cry, with my daughter, Jocelyn. And it's been life-changing. So I realized that with this passion, like, I have to share it with other people. I have to give them the opportunity to feel what I feel, because it's changed my life. So, okay, before I cry, I'm going to stop.
Thanks, Candace. I have witnessed your journey and am so grateful for you, and just love watching you. I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to my girl, Paulette. I'll go ahead and unmute Paulette. Actually, she has to unmute herself. Okay.
I did. Hey guys, I'll apologize ahead of time in case Emma gets crazy because she did not want to nap. So we're going to do this, but you know what? This is essentially how I run my business. So what a better way to show you guys that this can be done with babies, with no babies, with jobs, no jobs. It does not matter. Okay. So coaching, oh my gosh. This was probably the farthest thing in my list of things I ever wanted to do or thought I would do. My background is in education. I, like Candace, I was a teacher for many years, elementary school. And I went back to school for my master's and got an educational leadership degree, paid $20,000 for that, and used it for 1 year. So I ended up becoming an AP at the same school where I taught, which was really sweet. I love my campus, my kids, my coworkers. And then my first year of assistant principal, I found out I was pregnant with my first daughter, Olivia. And it was one of those things where my husband and I did not have any support here because our families were from New York and Ohio. So, you know, I was like, do you put her in daycare or do you quit your job? I had no other choice. It was that one or the other. And I realized I always thought I was going to be a working mom. Like I got the whole, like, I'm going to put her in daycare. That's going to be fine. I thought that before she was born. When she was born, I realized I was not meant to do that. And it was really hard when I did have to go back for a few months. So I just said, you know, give me a year to stay home with her. Once she's older, I'll be okay putting her in daycare. And so that was the plan. And during that year, I stayed home with her, and I was dealing with postpartum depression. I was dealing with an eating disorder. I was dealing with going from being super active at work to being very much like the definition of like Netflix and chill. New mom, didn't know what I was doing, didn't have family around. And so it was, you know, it just got to a point where I was like, I need to do something. Olivia was 8 months. And I just said, you know, I have to be better for my daughter, because that was my big why. I need to become a better version of me to be a good example for her. And literally, when I said that and I put it down on paper, I kid you not, I ran into Anita's profile randomly on Facebook. I didn't even have an Instagram account. And I've never seen anything of her stuff, even though I guess we were friends, right? But that day I saw it. It was late at night. JP was like sleeping already. And I just felt this urge to literally like spill out my whole like life story to her. And I wrote her a huge email. I'm like, this is a stranger. I don't know why I feel like I trust her, but I trust her enough to tell her that I need to do whatever she's doing because my life is at that point. And I never expected her to write back to me, but she did. And then after that email, she pretty much said, hey, I'm going to have like a webinar just like this one, you guys. It was exactly the same. Come and join and learn and whatever. And I was like, sure. I came, I learned, I loved everything she had to say. I was not signing up to be a coach because I thought I could help anybody. I only did it because I needed the extra help and accountability for myself. And you guys, I am not kidding when I tell you that that is probably the best decision I ever made, because my mental health was in such a bad place. I was physically, emotionally, mentally in a terrible place. And coaching has given me back my life so that I could be a better version for my kids. And just like Candace, I had to miss some of my daughters first when I went back to work the first time. And this time I don't have to do that. I don't have to sacrifice that because I can run my business with my babies around me. And that is such a blessing. And so that 1 year off turned into 2 years, 3 years. And it got to a point where my husband just basically said, you know what, you're really happy doing this. You're this other version of you, and you are helping our family financially because the potential is definitely there, you guys. But that's not the reason why I joined. Today, I am a coach because I love the community. I love what this company does to take care of us as coaches. I love the fact that I'm working on myself every single day, first and foremost. I love that I've been able to help so many women that are in my community change their lives. And it's definitely something I would do even if I didn't get a penny from it, because that's how much I love coaching. And truly, I do say that I mean it. So that's pretty much it.
All right, awesome, Paulette. One of the greatest gifts I have gotten from coaching is friendships with you guys, Paulette, Candace, and Kim. I remember meeting both of you guys, Paulette and Candace, and thinking, oh my gosh, they're exactly who I thought they were going to be, just because we met online. And I remember growing up thinking, oh my gosh, meeting people online is creepy. And now I met these two girls. I'm like, whoa, if I didn't have social media, I wouldn't know Candace and Paulette, and we've been on cruises together. We've been to resorts together. So it's just been awesome to kind of grow alongside you guys. All right, I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to my girl, Kim. Go ahead and unmute. There you are. Hello.
Hello. All right. I actually have my story wrote out. So if you see me reading from my phone, it's because apparently I don't even know my own life. But anyways, I'm Kim. I am a diamond coach. I've been with Beachbody since I was a customer first since 2015 in October. And then January 2016, I decided to not necessarily coach, just become a discount member. So before Beachbody, I was in college, drinking all the time. I have 4 years of college, a lot of student debt, and no degree, because every year I was in college, I would choose a different major. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I actually took a meditation class and failed it because I was always falling asleep. But anyways, I had no idea what I wanted to do. Finally, I moved back home because I'm like, I can't keep doing this. And in the meantime, I've literally been employed at 10 different places. I've been worked in restaurants. I was a mail carrier. I've worked in hospitals, chiropractor's office. I was a dental assistant for 2 years. I've worked for a financial company. Like, I have been all over the place. Literally, I've done anything you can think of. But it was 2014. I got introduced to this company that my friend at the time told me I would get rich and get really skinny. And so I was like, oh, that sounds great. Like, I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, so I might as well do that. I did it. I gained, I don't know how much weight, because I've never been one to be on a scale, but I know that physically I felt the worst I ever felt. It was awful. I ended up with shot in my body and on steroids for a week. And so clearly that company did not work. It said it would, and everything was just a mess. So I got out of that. I took a few months off to detox my body. And in the meantime, I was watching my coach at the time do the 21-day fix. But because I was a part of another company, I was like, I don't want nothing to do with those stupid businesses anymore. Like, give me 21-day fix. I don't want your shake. I don't want anything to come monthly. I want the 21-day fix workouts. I want the containers, and that is all. And she's like, okay, it was like $50. So I did it strict for 3 weeks, got awesome results. And then so that was in October. I kept kind of watching, because at the time we didn't have on demand. It was just DVDs. So anyways, I kept watching. And then in January, they came out with the program called Hammer and Chisel. And it was $140 for the program on DVDs and 1 month of Shakeology. And I was like, I need that, but I'm so broke. So I had my boyfriend, who's now my husband, baby daddy. He had to pay for my challenge pack for me because I needed to do it. And he's always been about supporting me. So he did it for me. I did Hammer and Chisel. Halfway through it, I messaged my coach at the time, and I was like, hey, how do you become a coach? And she didn't respond to me. A couple times I kept saying, okay, if you don't answer me back, and it turns out she was actually at a diamond retreat with Anita. But I went on all by myself. I signed up as a coach, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to figure it out, because that's my attitude. That's who I am. I don't want someone to hold my hand. I figured things out along the way. I did it. Haven't really looked back since. I've done Shakeology every month since, and I have done program after program since. But the most important thing that has changed is, let me restart here. Where am I at? Okay, so Beachbody, because I got the confidence, I started feeling good and all the things, yada, yada, yada. I actually became a turbo kick and PYO instructor, and I opened up my own studio, and that's where I met so many people. And so not only were they working out with me live, but they were doing the business, like the workouts with me online. And then, let's see, fast forward a little bit, I got married, I got pregnant, still really unhappy with my jobs. And I was about 2 weeks postpartum with my daughter, and I was like, I cannot leave her. Like, no stranger is going to raise my baby. I don't even know of anyone that, like, around here that would. The job I was working, it would have cost me, like, I would have basically been working to send her to daycare. And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense to me. So I remember I told myself, okay, if I can make $500 a month with this, then we'll be good. So I didn't go back to work. And I remember sitting in her nursery one night, and I was like, dude, I just made like $400 this month. That was my car payment. That's pretty cool. Like, if I can do this, I can keep going and going. And then I kind of like thought to myself, Beachbody has been the one thing that's been the most consistent in my life. I was with it for 5 years. I never held a job for over a year. So the fact that I could stick with this for 5 years was very like eye-opening to me. And it's just like, if that's the one thing that's made, been consistent in your life, it's always where I've turned to when things are hard. Like, if I'm having a bad day, I get in my challenge group and I talk to them, or I get in my coaches group and I talk to them. So I'm like, you know what, just go for it, go all in. Stop running the business like a hobby, because that's kind of what I was doing at the time. I didn't have to do it because I was working. I was like, run this business like a business. So I did. And now that $500 a month that I was making has like been my weekly, and it's been awesome. And basically, I don't have no crazy like weight loss story to say. I don't have anything crazy to say other than this opportunity, you guys, is so amazing. And you just have to put all fears, doubts, and questions aside. Trust us and run with us, and you won't regret it. I think that's my story.
I think it is your story. Thank you so much for sharing. I know 8 years ago when I was asked to share my story, I was like, okay, I think
I
I know
know.
what to say. It's really awkward because it's so new.
It is,
So
yeah.
thank you for sharing. Um, so these are real women, you guys, real moms, real wives, coming from real careers, replacing their income, building an income, with an opportunity that is focused on you bettering you, focused on you becoming the best version of yourself. As you heard, each of us had a story where we were dealing with depression and not comfortable in our own skin and not feeling energized, not feeling good, finding something where the number one priority in this business, you guys, is yourself. And as a mom, how many of you guys feel like you kind of put yourself on the back burner, like hard? I know even to this day, with my career being a lifestyle coach with Beachbody, it being that my career is that, I should be like, okay, I got this whole self-care thing. You guys, I don't got this whole self-care thing. I don't think I've done my nails in 6 months. So I always put myself on the back burner, and Beachbody became this thing where I put myself first for at least 30 minutes a day. And this business is about you being proof that the product works. You're not going to build a business. And I think I speak for each of these ladies. We don't build our business based on what we say, it's what we do and what we share and our results. And I'm not saying you have to get super ripped or super fit or super skinny. I think that we all aren't that. What we all are just an improved version of ourselves. One of the top priorities besides working on yourself in this business is personal development. So when we are, after we're done working out and feeding ourselves with super dense doses of nutrition, we are also reading personal development and helping ourselves grow into better leaders, better moms, better wives, better um, business people. And you guys, when I came on board to this coaching thing in 2012, I never thought in a million years I'd go on to earn over $3 million doing this. I never thought in a million years I'd have a team to lead. I was the opposite of a leader. I had never led anything in my life. I was really good at like following and doing what I was told. I was good at being an employee, but I sucked at leading, and that wasn't my strong suit. So when I became a coach, my coach said to me, okay, let's get you going first. Let's get you on a mission to bettering you first, and then share that journey on social media. And so my story is what built my business, coming from alcohol abuse, drug abuse, being obese, coming from a really tumultuous childhood. Um, my dad was 500 pounds and homeless, you guys. I didn't have a life where this was handed to me. I didn't have 160,000 followers. I didn't have Instagram. I had nothing, and I built from the ground up because I was given the tools to succeed. This opportunity not only makes it so that you work on yourself, but you're also given the exact tools that it takes to build this business. And I know from personal experience, not every opportunity, not every job, not every business, not every hobby gives you the tools, the list, and the support to succeed. But if you are able to just commit yourself and are willing to show up every day for yourself and do those things, you can build a business. And the four of us are here to help you do that. So let's go ahead and get those slides going. Let me see if I can screen share. All right. We've heard from Paulette, Kim, and Candace. Sarah was supposed to be on tonight, but she could not make it. Her flight got canceled. So it's just us four. I'm going to take a quick sip of water and then I will talk. I'm so dehydrated being in Florida right now. Okay. So why are you here? Why are you interested in coaching? I want you guys to take yourself to the chat box and just quickly type in what about this opportunity attracted you. We each reached out to you to let you know about our business and this opportunity. So why did you come here? Why did you show up? Also, I want to know, where do you want to be 1 year from today? And where do you want to be 5 years from today? Dream big. I'm going to give you guys all 1 minute to do that. Go ahead and just share that into the box. And while you do that, I will talk a little bit about the coaching opportunity more. When I started, I didn't know where I wanted to be in a year. I didn't know where I wanted to be in 5 years. Heck, I didn't know what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I was 25 when I joined. I'm 35 now. So no, actually it's like 26. But I didn't know where I wanted to be. I have a college degree. I have a degree in psychology. I have a women's studies minor. I worked really hard to graduate at the top of my class. And when I left, I said, I have no idea what I want to do with my life. All I do know is that I want to party. That's it. That's all the direction I had. And I'd been fired from every serving job and bartending job I had ever had. I had no leadership skills. All I knew was that I wanted to have a good time. And then the baby happened. And so raise your hand if your kids just absolutely changed your life. Your kids made you into a brand new human. It's insane when you go from the world being about you to the world being about your kids. It's transformative. It's just madness. It's insane. But I know that that was the best thing that ever happened to me, because then I knew I had to figure out what I wanted to do. So the beauty of success, the way it happens, the way it works, is you take somebody who has motivation and drive and a vision and a want and a desire, and then you match them with an opportunity, and then you match it with passion and a game plan, and you're going to see success. But the problem is most people don't have the opportunity. Many people know they want success. They know they want to make an impact in the world. They know they want to make money and freedom for their family, but they have no idea what they want to do with themselves. And that's what this opportunity was for the four of us. It was a aha. This is it. I can do all the things. I can be a mom. I can be home with my kids, and I can change the world, and I can change my life, and I can contribute to my family's income. So that is the beauty of this and why we are all here. So that's why I want to hear from you guys. What has you interested? Why are you here? Where do you want to be in 1 year? Next slide. All right. I believe Paulette is going to come on and we're going to talk through some common misconceptions. I have no idea why there's like these random marks on here, but Paulette, I will also jump in and do some too. Do you want to take it for a minute?
Sure. So honestly, I'll start with the one that I had myself. So one of the questions I remember asking Anita is like, okay, I don't want to do this because I think I can help people. I want to do it for myself. But if I do go into coaching, I think I'm just going to wait a little bit until I see a transformation, because nobody's going to want to ever believe me if I don't have a transformation. And she said, no, you do not need a transformation. You actually want people to be along, like, for the journey, okay, to come with you through that journey and to watch you from day one. And so I followed what she told me because I knew she was doing something right. And that's exactly what I did. I started sharing authentically my journey from day one. And that's inspiring to people. Okay. So no, you don't need to have a transformation to be a coach. Do I need to know a lot about nutrition and fitness? Do I need to be certified? Absolutely not. The beauty of what we have to offer is that the experts in the field have come up with these things. We have the programs, we have the nutritional programs, we have everything laid out. We just simply have to inspire people with what we're doing and provide them with those tools, show them the way and support them on their journey. I don't have any experience with Facebook or Instagram. I don't even have an Instagram account. Do I need to be an influencer? Absolutely not, you guys. Like I said before, I probably had like 200 Facebook friends when I started, and I had 0 Instagram anything. So what you see today in my Instagram was not at all there. Okay. So no, we teach you, we give you the tools for everything you need to learn when it comes to coaching. We'll be your mentors. Besides being your coaches, we'll be your mentors as well for the business side of it. I'm in a really, really small town. I don't know anybody. I am an introvert. I'm like a, homebody. I'm not very social. I'll never be able to make friends or inspire anybody. And you guys, I cannot tell you how many coaches in this business are extremely successful because you're introverts. Because what a better way to connect with people than through social media, where you don't have to get out of your house, where you don't have to have all this social life to be able to connect with people. We do everything we do the way it's been going with the pandemic and everything. It's not because of the pandemic. This is how we've been running our business since the beginning. So it's just right now, it gives us the opportunity to actually help more people, because with the fact that we have tons of gyms shut down or people not wanting to be around other people as much because of social distancing and COVID, it's real, you guys. This is what people need. They need to be healthy and they need to be able to do it from home. And that's exactly what we offer and what we have been offering all along. So those are like some of the ones that pop out at me. I don't know, Anita, which other ones you want to add?
I think that's perfect. That's great. Yeah. As far as coming on board, I think the final one I would say is that you don't need a bunch of money to invest. You're not going to have to invest in inventory. You're not hosting any home parties. Heck, how many of us really even leave the house anymore? I don't. Well, I do. I live in a fifth wheel, but I mean, I did not build this on the streets, knocking on doors. I built it all through social media. So a lot of people ask, am I going to have to put this thousands of dollars up front? Am I going to have to buy a bunch of inventory? Do I have to do shipping and mailing? None of that. Nope. None of that. All right. They have all kinds of things in the way. Hidden perks to joining this business. So I'll speed us along since we're running out of time. So instantly gain a positive and motivated, encouraging family of real people. So the 4 of us are going to become your sister friends. Annual luxury vacations for you and your family when COVID does its thing and gets over with. Monthly swag to encourage your success, free business coaching, and personal development and growth, accountability for your own health, fitness, and life goals. We've already kind of touched on that. How we are different. We take a comprehensive approach, and this is my favorite thing because there are all kinds of crash diets and pills and wraps and all that jazz. We do all of it. Nutrition, fitness, supplementation, mindset, and support. If you're missing any of those aspects, your transformation and your journey will be harder. It will be much harder. So we try to give you the entire package when you come with us. So it's not just fitness. It's not just supplements. It's not just meal plans. It's all of it. And that's what we believe is what is pumping success through our network. Free coaching. So you're not going to have to come onto this team and pay to be mentored. So our business training is absolutely free, included when you become a coach. You won't need a holistic health cert licensing or anything like that, but we do holistic health training. We have annual summit events and quarterly events where we gather to really talk about how to build our business and have success. And there's evidence of success, you guys. This is a $1.3 billion company. We have over 20 years of success, 10 years for a product line, science-based products. So, and I know this year, 2020, was the most epic year our business saw because of the pandemic and just so many people needing this. So many people turning to health and wellness online to be able to change their lives, change their bodies, and being home in that whole quarantine life. You've got to move your body or else you're going to go crazy. So this has been hugely epic for this business and this company. So this is such an incredible time to join Team Beachbody. So our process, briefing with clients, ideation and preparation, proposal and execution. And that is, okay, let's talk about compensation plan. Impact equals income. And so we said that before, you're going to be sharing your life and your lifestyle and all the things that you do for yourself to better yourself. So we will be growing your team and your business through sales and building a team. So it's not just about the products that you sell, but you'll also build a team and help to build a passive income. Front end versus back end income. So meaning a lot of people and a lot of companies will promise you a lot of money right out the gate, big bonuses for joining, big bonuses for bringing on people, but then that income kind of falls away and you don't see that longevity long term. Whereas this, if you build it the right way and you build deep and wide, and you'll learn more about that when you become a coach, when you build that way, you build a very secure and big business. There's 4 ways to earn as a coach. We earn a 25% to 40% commission on all sales. We earn what's called a team cycle bonus, which is basically the sales volume from our team, our coaches, and our downline. We receive matching bonuses. So, for example, whatever Paulette makes, I earn 10% of her weekly team volume bonus. So we earn on the success of our team, which is so awesome because I don't see success in my income until my girls are seeing success in theirs. And that's why, we as leaders are so motivated to help you build your business. And that's really important to know. We're not competing with you, we're working with you. And then we also have quarterly star bonuses. So that's just when you rank advance, you earn more of an income. Business and team support that you will get. So you will be joining the Inspire Empire, and a few of us are in this photo right here. And we're standing at the very front of our last Team Beachbody Summit event in Indianapolis. So what we do as a team, we have our weekly national call with corporate and top coaches in the network. Wednesday evenings, not Wednesday, I have to move this, but Thursday is when we have our team power hour. Monday night is actually our team call. And then we have one-on-one support from our sponsors, your upline, your sponsor coach, and your team. And then around the clock support from our team page. So you're not going to be dropped into this business and then left to kind of figure it out in the dust. If you want to learn, all the information is there. You just have to visit our team page. And if you have a question, you pop it in our team page, and I bet you will get answered in less than 5 minutes, because we're all so supportive and so serious about helping everyone grow. Now it's your turn to dream big. So why not you? Will your current plan, the way you're going right now, get you to your 1 to 5 year goals? Ask yourself. The people who change the world are the ones who are crazy enough to think they can. A conversation I had with my husband earlier, I asked him, because he's been looking into starting another business, and I asked, why aren't you starting? What's getting in the way of you just getting going and officially making it happen? And it was the fear of failure and the fear of it not taking off and putting yourself out there. And I told him, I've been in this business for 8 years, and that is the single most popular reason people don't do this, because they're afraid to fail. They don't want to fail, but you will most certainly fail if you don't try. So best tips for success in this business. This is a do then learn business. So we all learn by doing. I am not going to pour a bunch of training down your throat and then expect you to go out and do things. I want you to learn and do it simultaneously so that you're building your business while growing and learning. You're going to help your first 3 people in the first few days. And that's going to really be your practice. That's going to be you getting your feet wet and really getting out there, and helping you to earn an income right away. Lead with enthusiasm and excitement. If you aren't enthusiastic and you aren't excited, nobody's going to join you. You have to be amped up and fired up for your own personal journey and how this has changed your life. When I talk to you, each of you guys, about the coaching opportunity or about what we offer as a company, I am fired up. And the reason is because it has changed my life in such a way. I have so much stinking belief in this. It's not even funny. Okay. So I lead with enthusiasm and excitement. I truly believe that's why I've had success, because I've had my own personal success in my own body and my health. Be teachable. You've got to be able to be a good student. Come into this opportunity as if you were spending your first 6 weeks in training, right? You go into a new job. Do they throw you in and have you work your job right away? No, you go through corporate training or team training or business training. This is the same thing. You have to be coachable. You have to be willing to come on board, humble yourself, and be willing to start and be teachable. Consistency, you guys, is the number one tip. If you are not consistent, you will not succeed. This business isn't about one big effort in one single day. It's about the small effort you put in every single day for your success. For an example, if you worked out for 14 hours straight in one day, will you have as much success if you were to work out 1 hour a day for 14 days? That's what this is about. We're not asking you to put in 8-hour days. We're asking for an hour. We're asking for whatever it is that you can do. You won't need a bunch of time around the clock to be able to do this. I can speak for all of us. We work in pockets of time, and we work probably anywhere between 1 to 3 hours. I know that because we all have kids and we have lives and we're homeschooling and we're doing all the things at home. So no, we don't have 8 hours, but we're consistent. We plug in, we do those daily deposits into our business, and that over time adds up. If you get a chance, go to Amazon, buy the book, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. If it doesn't change your life with this business, it will change your life with everything else that you do. Be resourceful. Know where to go to find information. And that's our team page. And that's Team Beachbody 411. And that's your back office. You have to be willing to be resourceful. Face your fears head on. We're all afraid of failure. We're all afraid to put ourselves out there and jump in. Okay. So just know that you're not alone in that. But like I said, you almost certainly fail on that 1 to 5 year goal and plan if you don't just start taking massive action. And then, of course, have fun. This isn't worth it if you're not having a good time. So here, let's talk about how to get started. What you're going to want to do is contact your coach to get registered with the best challenge pack that fits your needs. Get excited about what you just decided to do. Get clear on your why. Quitting is not an option, and genuinely sharing it with the world is your only option. And that's it for my fancy slides. Let me go ahead and stop my screen share. And I will go ahead and wrap us up. So let me give you guys, just in case you are confused or you're like, heck, I don't know what this is. I don't know. I don't understand. What do coaches do? So coaches, like I said, we lead with our own personal transformation. We lead with our own personal journey. We share that on social media in an effort to inspire you and motivate you, and inspire and motivate our following. And by the way, we teach you how to build a social media following. You're not going to have to come in this with like a bunch of followers. We'll help you do that. But the goal is to build that following, but also to inspire and motivate and share with the people in your life. And then we host what's called virtual boot camps or challenge groups, where your ladies, whoever it is that you're going to be working with, will come into your group, pick a program from our Netflix of fitness, Beachbody on Demand. And this is where we have all of our programs listed out so that they choose the workout, they come in and they follow the program with you as their coach. And then they follow the meal plan that comes with that program. And they use anything from our supplementation line. So where we earn an income is through the sales of Beachbody on Demand memberships, through our product line, our catalog of products. So we have our Beachbody Performance line, we have Shakeology, we have Shakeology Boost, we have various vitamins and nutrients. Shakeology is our marquee product. It is a super dense dose of daily nutrition. It's a superfood meal replacement shake. It's not just a protein shake, not even close. It's everything. We use it as one single meal, and we use it to basically, it's like a gentle scrub brush for your insides. It gives you so much of what your diet is missing. It picks up where your diet is leaving off. And that's why this is such a really great opportunity. So that's basically what we do. We support and we motivate and we help people achieve success. So that's a nutshell. What I want to do is answer any questions. If you have questions, please pop them into the chat, and I will go ahead and answer any questions you have. Other than that, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for spending an hour with Paulette and her flippin' adorable, perfect baby. Candace and Kim and I, we are truly so grateful for this opportunity and the opportunity to make you part of this team. So thanks for spending the night with us. All right, we'll see you guys later.